A lavender-scented hologram appeared inside a men's locker room in Nebraska. It hovered above the urinals, glowing and spinning with strange alien symbols. For 27 awkward seconds, the men stared in silence. The hologram smelled like flowers, hummed softly, and then vanished in a burst of glitter. They thought it was some kind of weird prank. It wasn't. That hologram was meant for Earth's leaders. It was a formal declaration of war from an alien race called the Threx Dominion, a proud, ancient species that believed in starting wars with style. But no one on Earth took it seriously. The news called it glitter gas in the gym. Meanwhile, deep in space, Threx warships approached Earth ready to strike. They never made it. One by one, their ships vanished before reaching orbit. No explosions, no warnings, just gone. Earth didn't know it, but something was already fighting for them in the shadows. Far above Earth, another Threx battle cruiser drifted silently into the solar system. Inside, Commander Zern clicked his claws with pride. This time, he said, no mistakes. Their mission was simple: punish Earth for ignoring the sacred war hologram. But just as they entered Earth's upper orbit, something strange happened. The lights flickered. The ship's control systems froze. Outside, a golden shimmer appeared, like light bending the wrong way. Then silence. A second later, the entire Threx cruiser disappeared without a trace. No fire, no wreckage. Gone. Back on Earth, no one noticed. People were busy watching cat videos and complaining about the weather. At a secret military base, however, a young scientist named Dr. Linara Gray noticed something odd. A burst of energy, too large to be natural, had flashed just above the planet. She didn't know it yet, but she had just witnessed a silent kill in a war Earth didn't know it was fighting. Dr. Linara Gray couldn't sleep. The strange energy spike kept repeating in her mind. She ran the data again, same result. A high-frequency pulse had appeared above Earth, then vanished in less than a second. It wasn't natural. It wasn't human. She flagged it as unidentified orbital event and sent it to military command. Most ignored it. But one man didn't. General Mark Helton. He'd seen similar readings last week. One at 3:17 a.m., another during a thunderstorm. Every time, something unexplainable followed: missing satellites, fried sensors, or strange radio silence. He called Dr. Gray in. "Something's picking off objects near our planet," he said. "But it's not us." Neither of them knew what it was or why it was happening, but the pattern was growing. More energy spikes, more vanishing signals. Something powerful was moving through space near Earth. Quiet, fast, invisible. And for some reason, it was protecting us. The next sign came from Antarctica. A research drone crashed near a frozen crater, and when a team arrived to recover it, they found something buried in the ice, something not human. It was a small metallic pod, half melted and covered in alien markings. Inside, they found a dying Threx soldier, his armor cracked and glowing. He looked terrified. As the scientists tried to help, the alien whispered in broken English, "The Guardians. They hunt us. You are not alone." Then he collapsed, lifeless. The pod began to hum, and before anyone could react, it melted into a puddle of glowing dust. The team was ordered to remain silent. Dr. Gray and General Helton were flown in secretly to examine the site. This wasn't an attack. It was a warning. Someone, or something, was destroying the Threx ships before they reached Earth. And now, one had crashed, trying to escape. Far away, on a distant planet, the Threx High Council gathered in anger. They watched the reports of lost ships and the crashed soldier. Their leader, Supreme Commander Razek slammed his fist on the table. "Earth is protected by something ancient," he growled. "Our war cannot be won by force alone." The council debated fiercely. Some wanted to send more fleets, others feared total destruction. Razek decided to lead the next attack himself, bringing a massive armada to Earth's doorstep. Back on Earth, Dr. Gray and General Helton prepared for what was coming. They still did not fully understand the strange forces guarding the planet. But they knew one thing for sure: Earth's silent war was about to become very real and very dangerous. Dr. Lenara Gray studied the strange symbols found on the crashed Threx pod. They looked ancient, older than any human language. She compared them to markings in old Earth ruins and was shocked to find a match. These symbols were a sign of protection, left by a forgotten civilization thousands of years ago. Meanwhile, satellites picked up more strange energy bursts around Earth, like invisible shields flickering on and off. General Helton grew worried. If the Guardians were real, what did they want? Were they watching Earth as friends or prisoners? The government stayed silent, fearing panic. But Dr. Gray knew the truth. Earth had been marked long ago, chosen to be protected from wars it didn't even know about, and now the final battle was near. Commander Razek's fleet finally entered Earth's solar system. His massive warships moved like shadows, silent and deadly. But instead of attacking immediately, they waited, watching. Suddenly, golden flashes lit up space. The Guardians appeared. They were not ships or weapons, but glowing beings of pure energy, moving faster than anything Razek had ever seen. His fleet fired lasers, but the beams passed through the Guardians as if they were ghosts. One by one, Threx ships disappeared into light, dissolving without sound or damage. Razek realized this was no ordinary fight. The Guardians weren't just protecting Earth, they were punishing invaders before a battle even began. Terrified, Razek ordered retreat. But Earth was already winning this war, without even firing a shot. The battle never touched Earth's surface. From orbit, the Guardians struck with quiet power. Entire fleets vanished in seconds, leaving no wreckage, no bodies, only silence. Commander Razek barely escaped with his life, his ship damaged and his pride shattered. He warned his leaders that Earth was cursed, protected by something older and stronger than any weapon. Back on Earth, people went about their lives, unaware of the invisible war fought above them. Dr. Lenara Gray and General Helton watched the skies, knowing the truth but unable to tell the world. The Guardians protected Earth silently, winning. A war no one knew had begun. And as the Threx retreated, the question remained: how long would this unseen shield hold? One night, a brilliant light appeared over a major city. People stopped and stared as a glowing figure, tall and made of shimmering gold energy, hovered silently in the sky. It did not speak, but sent a clear message. Earth was under protection, but not ready for the full truth. The figure's eyes seemed to look deep into every person's soul, warning them without words. Then, as suddenly as it came, the Guardian vanished into the night sky. The world buzzed with rumors: aliens, angels. Some called it a miracle, others a warning. But Dr. Lenara Gray and General Helton knew this was just the beginning. The Guardians had made themselves known, but their real purpose was still a secret. Earth's silent war was not over. It had only just begun. Life on Earth slowly returned to normal. People forgot the strange lights and unusual events. The government kept the truth hidden, saying it was just space weather and technical glitches. Dr. Lenara Gray and General Helton were quietly reassigned, their warnings buried deep in classified files. But both knew the real story. Earth had been protected by ancient Guardians all along, fighting a war humans never saw. The Threx Dominion was defeated without a single human shot fired. Yet the question lingered in their minds. How long would the Guardians continue to watch over Earth? And what would happen if they stopped? For now, Earth was safe, but in the shadows the war was far from over.